Greetings, Star Wars Nation. My name is Roy and welcome to Roy Reviews. And today we're going to be reviewing the Chewbacca comic book issue 125. And before we go any further, just remember this is a spoilers for review. So sit down, buckle up, and hit the hyperdrive because Roy Reviews starts now. Alright, Star Wars Nation, so this is one of my many throwback Star Wars comic book reviews, and I have already reviewed the Lando comic book and the Leia comic book, and I have left the link below, so check that out. And without further ado, let's jump into this comic book review. So just to start things off, I want to let you guys know that I really enjoy the character of Chewbacca. I have nothing against Chewbacca. I love him in the movies and even in the books. But when it came to this comic book, I really didn't enjoy this comic book at all. And so before I jump into the synopsis of what this comic book is all about, I just want to show you this to show you how much I really love the character Chewbacca. And this is my comic book. I got it signed by Peter Mayhew. You can see the signature here. And the latest Comic-Con that I went actually was the Alamo City Comic-Con. And I am very excited to own this, okay? I went in line like everybody else and shook Peter Mayhew's hand, and I was really excited to get this comic book rated for my collection. And more than just the value of it, it's my personal value because I really love Chewbacca. And so with that said, let's go into this review. Alright, Star Wars Nation, so I normally go from issue 1 to 5, issue by issue, telling you what happens exactly in the story. But honestly, I really believe this story should have just been 2 issues at max or at most. So with that, let's just jump in. And we meet this character named Zora, whose father owes a lot of money to this character named Jaum, this evil guy named Jaum. And to pay off your debt, you have to work in this mine. And so the father doesn't want Zora to work her whole life there trying to pay off her father's debt. And so the father helps her escape, and she escapes. And when she escapes, she finds Chewbacca. Now, the reason why Chewbacca is in that planet is because he's on a secret mission to deliver a packet. But his plane crashes, and now he has to fix the part for his ship. Now, and fixing the ship, or trying to fix the ship, that's when he meets Zora, and he actually does get the part for his ship. But Zora kind of convinces him to stay and to save not only her father, but the people. And so Chewbacca kind of forgets about the packet that he was supposed to deliver, which is super important. But he just forgets about it, or he just puts it aside, and he decides to take on this mission. So ultimately, he does take on the mission. They rescue the people. They run the Empire out of town and Jaum out of town. And the people are free and happy. And pretty much Chewbacca goes back to doing what he was supposed to do in the first place. So now we're going to jump into the like and dislikes about this comic book. And one of the things that I like about this comic book is the fact that I really thought this girl was going to be used more in the future. I like how she was portrayed now as a young person. And I honestly thought she was going to be Dr. Afra. But it turns out it's not really her. And I was hoping now, especially now, that they would have used this girl, this character, more in either TV series or more in the comic books, but she has not been used. So I still like her character, and I really wish and hope that they use her more in the future. So with that, I'm gonna jump into the dislikes of this comic book. I didn't like the fact that in the beginning of the comic book, there was really no translation for Chewbacca's roar. As a reader, you're just reading it, and all you hear is roar, 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 or all you're reading is roar, roar, roar. And there's no translation for what he's trying to convey to the reader. And I really thought that was kind of silly of the writers. You know, come on, give me some translation. You know, normally Chewbacca has Han to tell us what Chewbacca's thinking, and we didn't get any of that. And I also didn't like the fact that they took too long in between comic books to give us, any action. Most of it was just planning and planning and planning. And there was, at the end, obviously in issue number 5, you get the execution. But in between, it was kind of dull, and I didn't care for either Chewbacca or the girl at that time because it just seemed very boring. It was kind of like a boring reading. Even the dialogue was boring. And so I also didn't like the fact that we didn't get the mighty Chewbacca. kind of what we hear in the movies, we didn't get to really see who Chewbacca was. And so I really wish that we would have seen that. I really wish we would have seen Chewbacca call Luke and Leia and Han or the rebellion to come and help these people, but we didn't get any of that. We just kind of got a solo mission, kind of like a weak solo mission of Chewbacca. At least in the Lando comic book, we got Lando and Loba interacting back and forth, or other characters kind of interacting back and forth that were interesting. But with him, you know, you just kind of get the little girl. But even though I really liked the little girl, it wasn't enough to get me really interested in the story. And so for that, I will have to give this comic book 1 Jar Jar out of 10. Alright, Star Wars Nation, so that's it for this Chewbacca comic book review. Did you guys like this review? What are your thoughts about it? Please comment below, let us know. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And like always, can't wait to guys have you back here at Roro Reviews.